Hello, welcome to How to Use Autodesk Inventor. Autodesk Inventor is a computer-aided design or CAD program widely used in professional engineering businesses and engineering classes. EDU Learn states that Autodesk Inventor is used by professionals across many industries to help close the gap between design, engineering, and manufacturing because it allows them to accurately simulate the stress, weight, friction, and driving loads of real-life problems. Only a few things are needed to start using Autodesk Inventor. The first is a computer with Autodesk Inventor installed on it, which you can download from Autodesk.com for free as a student or for $1,890 as a professional. Second, you need an idea of what you are going to CAD. Finally, you need to have the measurements of what you are CADing. If you do not have the measurements, you need to obtain them through either measuring the physical object or looking it up on the internet. Autodesk Inventor has several tools that you can use to help create virtual objects. There are the 3D modeling tools such as extrusion and shelling, which we will be showing in this video, the 2D sketch tools such as the line, circle, arc, and rectangle, which I used exclusively rectangles and lines in this video. This presentation will show you how you can make your own virtual college dorm desk in Inventor. Whenever you are working with any computer file, make sure you are saving regularly. Autodesk Files and Templates says the files can be saved in part IPT formats, assembly IAM files, presentation IPN files, and drawing IDW and DWG files. In this video, we will be using IPT, IAM, and IDW. The first step in creating any CAD file is getting the measurements. You can do this by measuring the physical object, or, as I have done on the left, finding it online. The second step in creating parts for your design. Most CAD and Autodesk Inventor will start with a 2D sketch and extrusion. You need to create your 2D sketch on a plane shown to you. In this case, we start with a rectangle. After dividing the rectangles into two smaller rectangles, we delete the lines connecting the two. Then, we extrude the two rectangles separately. Then, after we do that, we must start a new 2D sketch on the front of the larger rectangle to create our space for our drawers. You create the outline of where the drawers are going to go. You can then use the extrusion tool to cut into the block, hollowing it out. Then you create a 2D sketch to create your desktop. You need to create another rectangle and extrude that rectangle out about 3/4 of an inch, as that is the dimensions. Finally, you just simply repeat those steps a couple more times until you have your final dimensions. Unfortunately, several mistakes will occur during the creation of your design. However, you can undo these mistakes with a simple Ctrl-Z or a click of the undo button. Another part of Autodesk capabilities is creating shell out of boxes. In this case, we will be using it to create the drawers inside of the desk. This is the larger drawer, which we shell out into this form. The smaller drawer, we also shell out into this form. Once all of your parts have been made, you assemble them into one design using the standard IAM format. You must place your parts, and once they are placed, you must constrain them together. I typically use the mate constraint with these parts due to the ease of using it. Once you constrain all the parts together, it'll end up looking something like this. When you have completed the rest of your project, you can create a drawing. This drawing will afford you multiple views of your final product. At the end, you want to change the material of which your virtual design is made, and thus the texture or appearance of the design, you can do that by selecting the materials option right along the top of your screen. You can pick several different versions. In this case, I used wood because that is what the desk is made out of. And that you can see the results on the right. These are my works, and if you have any questions or need any help, feel free to contact me at my email or phone.